Welcome back, builders. I'm Steve from Brick Slopes. Last time I showed you how to make mountains. We built a couple of mountains. You can see since last time I've gone ahead and improved that and made my mountains a little bit bigger, but still the same basic idea. Today though, I've decided that my adventurer, he's kind of lonely and I don't really like this as a desert. So we're going to add some trees. And we could do something pretty basic to that and just plop down some trees. Lego's nice enough they make some trees for us that we can just add to this. But I don't really like that. It's too easy, it's too generic. So today I'm going to show you how to build your own custom trees so we can get rid of these and do something that looks a little bit more advanced. Specifically, I'm going to show you how to build what's called a Travis tree. The Travis tree gets its name from the Travis brick. And while this may be difficult to see, this Travis brick is a brick with studs on all four sides and a hole. We are back at the build table, and as we get started here, I've got three parts that are going to be important for this. The first, as I mentioned before, is our Travis brick. Second is the Lego stem piece. And in particular, I've got the Lego stem piece without a hole and without a spur. And then finally, a single, and we will only need one of this, 1x1 round brick. I want to go back to this piece, there are three different variants of this stem which Lego makes. And any of the three will work for this, but some work better than others. This one, for example, has three stems, or three flower stems, and then it has a stud in the middle. This stud is solid. There's another variant of this which Lego makes which has a hole in the middle, and also has a spur on the back side that will insert into that hole. If you happen to have that piece, you're in luck. That's the best piece for this tip. I don't have any, so I'm going to be using this one today. The other one is this stem piece, which just has the spur, and again, no hole. This is probably the hardest piece to use for this tip because you're going to have to make some variations. This piece will not allow you to stack other pieces on top of it. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to begin with this Travis brick, and the first layer is relatively simple. I'm just going to put a stem on each of the outside pointing studs. That's my first layer. The second layer, I'm going to attach my second Travis brick to it. And if you'll notice here, I am setting this 45 degrees offset so that this stud lines up in between the other two. It doesn't have to be exact, but I want it in the middle so that as I put this on, it fills that void. I'm going to go ahead and do this, go the whole way around. So now I've completed essentially my first two layers for my tree. Now my next one, these start to get a little bit more difficult, so I'm going to prep myself. And from here on out, I'm going to put multiple stems on each. And the way you do this is just to take these and stack them on top of each other. So my third and fourth layers will have two, so I'm going to prepare 8 of these for my next two layers. Notice there are just 2 of them stacked on. There's no particular order to how these stack. So I'm going to take this, now that I've got this one, I'm going to attach my second, or my third layer actually, but this will be the second set, so this one now has 2. So this one gets 2. Again, offsetting 45 degrees each time I turn, each layer. Put this on. Okay, that completes my third layer. Now we'll do the fourth one. Again, the fourth one also receives 2, just like the last one. I'm going to put this on there. I'll put my 2. Oh, and that's going to happen on you sometimes. You're going to have one fall off. No big deal. Happens to everybody. A little bit of patience, put it back, you'll be fine. Okay. Now I've completed layers 1 through 4. And you get an idea. This could look sort of like a tree. It might be taller, might be shorter. I want mine to be a little bit taller than this. So now I'm going to be moving, now I'm going to have 3 of these. And the reason you're stacking these each time is these extra layers make the branches stick out farther. And that's exactly what you would see in nature, is that the branches get longer and thicker and there's a bit more green on them at each layer. So I'm going to take this and keep going. So I've got 8 of those ready. Again, offsetting 45 degrees. There's that, what I talked about. Those will occasionally come off, and it does get harder the taller your tree gets. Because of that, I'm going to go ahead and stack rows 5 and 6 here at the same time so that I don't have to deal with that again. Okay, go ahead and put these back on for row 1 that kind of fell apart on me. Okay, now we'll do these down here on row 3. I'll put those, and got that. And again, row 3, the next row down also has 3. They're just offset 45 degrees. Alright, now there's 2 more important steps. Since this is a tree, the brown trunk, then here the black kind of shows up nice, but I'm going to make a brown trunk. So that's what this 1x1 round is. It goes at the bottom of the tree. Kind of a traditional Christmas tree look, right? When we made these back in elementary school. Trunk was always the part I could get right. Everything else was a little bit messy in my drawings. Again, you can see how fragile this might be. Have pieces falling off all over the place. Some of them I don't even know where they came from. I'm going to assume this guy came from right there, because that seems like a good spot for him. Actually, I can tell he didn't, because he's got one too many. Probably put too many on when I built him. Alright, so there you go. You get that, and then the last piece is just one stem up here on the top. And there you go. There's your Lego tree. I'm going to take him, add him over here to my build from before. As you can see, I've already built one. I'm at another one. I want as you look at these to compare. These are my trees that I've built with this technique. This is the standard Lego tree, and this one doesn't look horrible, but it doesn't have the technique, and it doesn't look anywhere near as realistic as these Travis trees do. The other thing is this one has a fixed size. These I can make as tall or as short as I want. But that's today's brick tip, guys. How to build Travis trees. Stay tuned. I've got a bonus tip for you on how to make these Travis trees look a little bit different. Hey guys, don't forget, like and subscribe. If you'd like to watch the next video, click here. If not, click here for the other one.